All right, guys, we got a new video today, and it is by Weazy, and it is brutally ranking Ash Ketchum's gym battles, specifically the gym battles to participate in the Kanto League. And that one, yeah, if you watch Pokemon, you know that in the can when for the Kanto League, yeah, Ash got pity wins. I think the only battle that he actually did win was against Lieutenant Surge and that fire guy. Every other one was just pity wins. But further ado, let's dive on in.
So some have been on record saying Ash Ketchum got some Mickey Mouse rings.
Yes, he did. Early Pokemon,
So I
yes.
decided to take the liberty of peeping each of his Kanto gym battles to decide on a performance rating from 1 to 10 and whether he deserved his wins or if they were a little...
Yeah, Mickey.
Starting with...
I'll use my trusty frying pan.
Brock. That was Mickey.
Brock.
The GOAT,
Ash's
though.
first gym battle was painfully piss poor. Before he
Yeah.
goes up to the gym, he meets a mysterious man named Flint, who sells rocks for a living. He basically tells him that there's no damn way in the deepest depths of hell he gonna beat Brock, especially with that little electric rat and his weak-ass Thundershock. Ash tells him to kick rocks. He decides to
Crazy.
challenge Brock anyways. He walks in, and there he is, posted. Before he knew how to smile, straight mean mugging. They get straight into it with Onyx versus Pikachu.
Nah, Brock was a menace
Pikachu moves,
before he
bruh.
before he
At the
joined
sight of
Ash.
Onyx, bro runs back to Ash and tries to set out a different Pokemon himself. Man, if you don't quit bullshit and get ready to battle, Brock then gets Onyx to bind Pikachu and he starts to squeeze the fuck out of him. I knew Ash was in complete shambles when his ass tried to return Pikachu's Pokeball. Bro, you know, he knows, we know. He don't do that shit, bruh.
Yeah.
Not only
Pikachu does
he
not
do
like going to
that, but try
Pokeball.
and get out of the bind, he just spams Thundershocks. Yeah, you're out league, buddy. This shit is so sad that Ash actually surrenders. Possibly
Yeah.
the most shambolic debut a trainer could have to their journey. Flint catches Ash outside the gym and takes him home to comfort him about his loss, because Ash is convinced he'll never beat Brock or get his badges. He then questions, if Brock is this nice at battling, how the fuck is bro not in the league trying to get his own badges? Flint's then like, hey, let me show you, and brings Ash outside Brock's crib where he's seen taking care of his 10 little siblings. Ash is like, well,
10, by the way. 10. This man Brock had 10 siblings. 10. Crazy. And he still find times to do his gym battles.
where's his parents? His mom passed away when he was young, and his deadbeat ass dad decided to leave to sell rocks for a living. Damn, what a sad story. Alright, bro, here we go. I don't know if I got it in me to snatch his badge now. Ain't you just say you'd never beat him? Well, that's before you showed me he was a vulnerable little bitch. Flint then offers to help
Crazy.
supercharge Pikachu's electrical ability using a generator, which they end up going through with. Can't lie, this seems closer to doping than training, cause if this gets electric attacks to hurt ground types, that shit is not natural, bro. Get him tested. Ash pulls up again, and the 2v2 match starts with Pidgeotto versus Geodude. Pidgeotto, being a flying type, just gets clapped by the type mismatch, basically
Dang.
forcing Pikachu to beat two Pokemon. We get to see Pikachu's new power against Geodude, and yeah, bro, this is doping. What the fuck, man? This burnt ass muscly ball sack. Hell no! Yuck! Brock's a little shook, but he sends out Onyx, and now we get the rematch for the badge. Pikachu just starts tweaking in fear and starts
When
sending
the
electrical
PTSD
shocks
kicked
everywhere.
in.
Brock binds him again, and Ash does fucking nothing. He does fucking nothing. Your sidekick is getting choked out by a rock stick, and you don't got the courage to command a move? Shit,
Yeah.
it's so sad that Brock called out the battle and said he feels bad for hurting Ash's Pokemon. He's calling you a bitch, bro. And do you know
Yeah,
how
pretty
Ash
much.
responds to this? One of his stray thunderbolts from his reckless ass move earlier hit a sprinkler, and it started spraying all over the gym, including Onyx. Not only is he damaging the gym, but he used that water to take advantage of Brock's mercy and thundershock that damp Onyx, leaving him hurt on the ground. As Ash is about to deliver the final blow, Brock's siblings jump in the last second to stop him, and Ash feels bad for using the sprinklers and forfeits. I ain't gonna lie, I'd commend him, but don't these swirly eyes mean the Pokemon's fainted?
Yeah. Technically, Ash been lost. Because technicality, not technicality, yeah, Ash been lost. Because Pikachu was knocked out and then he magically recovered to do a Thunder Shock.
Cause by that logic, bro already lost. But hey, Ash somewhat nobly leaves the gym, technically 2 losses to Brock. As
Yeah.
Ash is leaving, Brock catches up to him and decides to give him a sympathy badge, and asks Ash to live out his dream of traveling and becoming the greatest
First
Pokemon
Mickey
breeder
win.
ever. As he's about to bid him farewell, who else but Flint pulls up and reveals himself to have been Brock's dad the whole time. Who would have thought? He says he's ready to return into his family to let Brock pursue his adventures with Ash. I ain't gonna lie, bro could have been did this, like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know why.
Ash should really get a 0 out of 10, but since he got the realest side character a dude could ask for, I'm gonna give him plus.
Yeah, you ain't lying, but Brock, the GOAT. You know Brock was so goated when they extended his journey with Ash to Sinnoh. That's how you know Brock was a goated traveling partner.
Shit was still Mickey Mouse though. We gonna
Yeah,
add
that
a
was
bit to
Mickey.
Mickey every single time some BS happens and see if we can build them all the way up by the last gym. So the next gym is located at Cerulean City, and for some suspicious reason, Misty tried to convince everyone not to go. After some back and forth, Ash was eventually like, you know what, Misty? Sure. Really? Hell nah! And decides to go anyways. Once they arrive to the city, they find a crime scene where a store was robbed overnight for a massive hose and vacuum. Sounds like some free shit to me, just saying. They also realize that Misty
Crazy.
somehow disappeared along the way. Ash tries to get info about the gym from Brock, but Brock said he ain't snitching on a fellow gym leader, then leaves to handle his own business. Ash rolls up to the gym to find the gym leaders are actually a trio of divers called the Sensational Sisters. Damn, Pikachu, you looking ready to take a dive yourself? Mesmerized Ash. Ash catches the sisters in the hallway after their performance.
Pikachu like what he sees.
What they said. We kinda don't want to battle, huh? Why? Some brown-haired hunk from Palatown just swept through us so bad that all our Pokemon are like totally tired.
Oh,
well,
Gary.
except for this one. I ain't battling a damn Goldeen. Well, aren't you a little pesky? Fine then, here you go. And Ash was about to take it for the free ski. Bro! Luckily, someone stops this absolute piss take, and that's
Come on,
Misty,
Ash, bro.
who reveals herself as the Cerulean gym leader as well. Turns out Misty is the fourth ugly duckling type of sister, and she left the gym to follow her own path as a trainer. I'm like, aw, that's so touching, but unfortunately for Misty, she ain't gonna get her moment, because this is a water gym with a pool. So one Thunderbolt and Pikachu finna make light work of this.
Yeah.
If he agreed to battle, this little rat refused.
Yeah, I'm like early Pikachu, even though he was a menace, bro, you tell him, even though Pikachu early, early Pokemon Pikachu was a menace, bro did not want to battle. You telling me? And you telling me, but Ash could have been won this if Pikachu locked in. If Pikachu, because it was Misty, because he was chatting with Misty for so long, he didn't want to battle her.
To battle just because it was Misty. Man, Pikachu, if you don't stop being a bitch and light this damn pool up. Ash resorts to using Butterfree, and Misty chooses Star.
Easily could have won that with Pikachu.
Battling with some tackles and water guns before Ash starts spamming powder moves just for Staryu to keep washing it off. Whole time this is happening, Misty's sisters are just hating on the side. You think she got a chance? Bitch, fuck no. I don't know why she acting like she not feeling his ass either. See ya. As the battle continues, they each switch to Pidgeotto and Starmie respectively, and Ash is gaining the upper hand. Who shows up but Team Rocket? They're suck up all the water to make the water.
That's one thing too I did hate about the Kanto League thing with Ash and these gym battles, that half the time Team Rocket literally intervenes, and that was annoying with some of these gym battles. Like, especially when it comes to Team Rocket, it was so annoying because they were literally intervening with the battle. And it was just so annoying.
Being caught. Can't lie, this is not the freak shit I had in mind, but this is still strange. But the only Pokemon they catch is not a water type, but Pikachu, who somehow let himself fall into the pool.
Somehow,
this
some way.
Dumbass Pikachu has been a straight liability this whole time. But Ash said it's time to stop being useless and Thunderbolt the whole gym, which he does, spoiling Team Rocket's plans. What does this mean for the battle though? Does it get postponed, rescheduled, continued? No, he just gets the badge.
What the fuck?
Of course.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious he could have won with Pikachu.
Yeah.
But he didn't technically win. And not gonna lie,
he could have won Pikachu, but Pikachu wanted to be, I'm not gonna say it, but
for allowing himself to get bitched by Pikachu, he lost some aura. So I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 10, and we're gonna add Mickey's shoes. Speaking of annoying electric rats, we then get Surge. Now Surge was something different. This man was such a crazy ass
this was a good battle. So Ash actually earned.
In there was cause of Surge, and they
This is actually the first gym badge she actually did earn.
Pikachu saw a Pidgey get rolled in. He said, "Bruh, I ain't battling that nigga." Ash, you really want to see me end up in the hospital, broski?
Nah, early Pikachu was a scaredy cat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You see Pikachu now to this, early Pikachu was a scaredy cat, bro. Can I blame him? No. But he was a scaredy cat, bro. Even though he was a menace in early Pokemon, but bro was a scaredy cat.
How persistent he's being. After some convincing, they eventually get to the gym, and there he is, standing at 7'9", the motherfucking Crimson Chin, Lieutenant Surge. My next challenger's a cute one. Yo, unhand her! He's told that Ash is the real challenger. He's like, hey, look at this little baby trainer right here with this little baby Pikachu. Ash is like, hey, why are you calling my Pikachu a baby? I'll show you right now, little baby boy. Now this is what it looks like when you let your Pikachu's balls drop a little bit. Hello. And he sends out a
Raichu.
They got got twin emotes. Talking about ain't no damn way you finna beat us. Pikachu gets fired up, but I'm sorry, their battle is just sad. Raichu tanks a Pikachu Thundershock, hits him with his own, and lays him out cold.
That's crazy.
He's not knocked, and he tries to go for more, but after a mega punch and a mega kick,
Jesus Christ.
This shit was such a sad watch that Team Rocket from outside the gym can't even believe it.
Hey, if the twerp's little rat is getting walloped, maybe we should catch Raichu instead. Meow.
That's damn! Was it that bad of a suggestion? Anyways, Pikachu gets sent straight to the hospital and bro's pride is hurting. At this point, Ash is given the opportunity to evolve Pikachu to Raichu with a Thunderstone to get stronger. Pikachu looks at it salivating like it's an Infinity Stone and he's Thanos, but eventually says, hey, fuck that! I ain't evolving to no damn Raichu! That long tail, fake earring having, fat ass orange squirrel having a Raichu! Fuck that! I'm the mascot of the—
Even though it would have been cool, you know, if Pikachu ever, it would have been cool to see if Ash Pikachu evolves into a Raichu, but obviously the Pokemon writers would never allow it because I think the whole thing about Pikachu is that even though he's not, even though it's like because this technically this is his second evolved state. I mean, because technically he is I guess technically he is the mascot, obviously 2-1-2 because he's the mascot of Pokemon. So obviously they have to keep him as a Pikachu. That's why the writers never evolved him into a Raichu.
this bitch. I ain't switching up. How about you add more to my bag than that little ass Thundershock and maybe we can do some damage? And that's what they did. In round 2, the battle starts pretty grim again. Heard you was talking shit about my tail. How it feel then, huh? This
Dang.
long skinny ass tail. Oh, and you said I'm fat, huh? How fat? How fat? How fat? Holy. So it turns out Brock gave Ash a strategy of using Pikachu's speed and his ability to learn agility since Raichu can't learn it after evolving. Raichu
That's crazy.
counters the speed by just fucking up the whole gym with a massive thunderbolt. Somehow Bro dodged it by T-posing. That attack used up all of Raichu's juice, which gave Pikachu an opening to finish the job with quick attack. And boom, he got his badge. So, did get copped the first time, but he had a sick strategy by using speed. Even
But
though
it was
technically
Brock.
Brock's idea. Pikachu stood on business by not evolving, and victory wasn't handed to him. So for that, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10, and we're gonna leave Mickey untouched. I wish I could say the same about the next one. Yeah. Pikachu stood on business by not evolving, and victory wasn't handed to him. So for that, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10, and we're gonna leave Mickey untouched.
Yeah.
I wish I could say the same about the next
Was
one.
it the
because you're
ninja
gonna have to
one?
Strap in. So the BS starts before the
Oh, yeah, the Sabrina one.
Lost a fucking creepy little girl.
Yeah,
just
we don't talk
appears out of
about this
nowhere
one.
and runs away, causing Ash to follow her till he falls off a cliff and almost dies. After some clutchness from Bulbasaur, the gang finally sees Saffron City and head over. As soon as they walk in, 2 absolute baddies welcome Ash with a smooch on the cheek for being the millionth visitors to Saffron City. They tell them they've earned prizes, and as they're bringing them over to where they can grab it, they reveal themselves as being Team Rocket.
Jesus
Y'all,
Christ.
they were bad. They then kidnap Pikachu as per usual, but this time someone comes to their rescue.
Yo, one thing I never understand about Team Rocket, you telling me there's hundreds of other Pokemon in this world that y'all keep be catching, and y'all are catching a Pikachu. Mind you now, this man Giovanni does not care about a single Pikachu. Bro want the strongest Pokemon in the Pokemon world. And y'all are going after a Pikachu for the last, 1,000 episodes? Jesus, I know that was like a gag in Pokemon to where Team Rocket always try to catch a Pikachu. I know that's like a gag, but like literally thousands of Pokemon in the world. You telling me you want to capture a Pikachu that this means Giovanni does not even care for? I'm pretty sure bro wants powerful Pokemon, not a Pikachu. I know Pikachu gets powerful and later on, but like bro probably want like a he already has a Mewtwo, probably want like a Charizard or a legendary or something. Or Tyranitar.
She saves Pikachu and then teleports everyone right in front of Saffron City Gym. How convenient. Right before they enter, a mysterious running man warns them that there's no way in hell they finna win, and then darts off. I'm like, the fuck is this drive-by dick riding? Anyways, Sabrina's gym turns out to be a training facility for psychics, so that they can truly connect with psychic Pokemon. And this man here tells them they need to learn the art for challenging Sabrina. I says, man, fuck the bullshit, bro. I can bend a spoon too. Now, where the fuck is Sabrina? They finally get ushered to the room, and the gym leader is revealed to be the little girl? She accepts Ash's challenge on the condition that the group agrees to play with them forever if Ash loses. I don't know what bro was thinking signing that fucking 360 deal like he's ever won a gym battle first try. He
For
accepts
real.
the conditions. As he does so, another girl is revealed and seems to have taken over for battling responsibilities. They begin the one-on-one trainer battle of Aber versus
Nah,
Pikachu,
it's just when you
and Pikachu
realize
gets
that
straight toyed
people in
with. Not only
Pokemon
does
have
Sabrina get
powers.
Aber to dodge with teleport telepathically, but Sabrina straight instructs Abra to evolve. How do you just have that in your bag?
That made no sense. That made no sense. That is impossible. Bro evolved mid back. I can see if it's a certain, because obviously in Pokemon, they don't say there's any anime, but obviously in the game when Pokemon reach a certain level, or with power of friendship, it would evolve. And then sometimes a Pokemon with the power of friendship or reach a certain level, it evolves. That made no sense. How the heck did he evolve? She literally said evolve, and it evolved. Made no sense.
Ash has the bright idea of thundershocking the whole arena so that Kadabra can't escape even with teleporting. Kadabra then psychically controls the thundershock, turns it into a dragon,
psychic Pokemon in early seasons, in early Pokemon, they were dangerous.
Scenes where he's slamming him on the ceiling and floor.
GG's.
He even got him doing the name. Shit was so brutal that Ash actually surrendered. Did bro not remember the agreement? This isn't just regular spinelessness, it's brain dead. This little girl then goes, ha ha, time to play, and shrinks them to put them in her doll city. As the gang is panicking inside, she's straight giggling and then pulls up, dribbling down the road like she's Chris Paul, talking about, I want to play catch, and then balls the ball towards them. This drastic ass situation, Ash has the nerve to go,
we're gonna have a ball.
This ain't the damn time for jokes. Luckily, an unlikely savior in the form of the running man from earlier teleports in and gets them. Bro warned him again to just quit and starts playing with him just to show Ash there's levels to this shit. Turns out he's a psychic.
Yo, at this point, everybody in Pokemon has every human in Pokemon has a power at this point. Hey, I mean, we see what I can't talk. Hey, we see what Ash be doing in these episodes. Man was superhuman. Bro took the super soldier serum and became a super soldier. For the things you see that's been Ash do, you think bro's a super soldier.
Ash is desperate as hell though, so he crawls and grovels towards the man, hoping for some advice. Pressed by Ash's grit and plain stupidity, he tells him that if he can get a ghost type from Lavender Town, it might just be enough to help him out, which is exactly what he goes and does. After messing around in Lavender Tower, he finds the Pokemon equivalents of Ed, and Eddie, cackling and screaming watching prank videos. Brothers are so unserious, and even start trolling Ash once he finds them. Look what he does to Charmander, whoa!
Crazy.
Bro. After Ash knocks
Charmander got licked.
The ghost Pokemon snatched his soul. After chilling with them for a bit, Ash decides to just leave without catching any of them. Like he completely forgot the mission. He didn't take out the Pokeball once. Luckily, Haunter decides he fucks with Ash enough to follow him around. So boom, we got a ghost type, even though Ash didn't technically catch him, and they head back to the gym for the rematch. The little girl puts on the same rules on the table, and after she sounds Kadabra, Ash sends out Haunter. Haunter decides he fucks with Ash enough to follow him around. So boom, we got a ghost type, even though Ash didn't technically catch him.
Yeah.
And they head back to the gym for the rematch. The little girl puts on the same rules on the table, and after
Now I'm assuming the writers probably didn't let Ash catch Haunter because in Journeys he does get a Gengar. So I'm assuming the writers did that. Because I'm assuming the writers had Journeys and plans. You know what? Let's save that and let's wait till Journey to Ash catch a Gengar.
she sounds Kadabra, Ash sends out Haunter. Or at least he tries to, cause Haunter is gone. Nowhere to be found. He baited them. I knew you should have caught him. Ash tries to get one of his starters to help, but every single one of them bitched out. What is good with Ash's Pokemon? This man surrenders again and tries to escape. This time, Brock and Misty are turned into actual dolls. Not just shrunk, but actual dolls. Before the running man is able barely to rescue Ash, leaving Brock and Misty at the mercy of the scary girl. The man then shows an old family picture of Sabrina and explains that she was a psychic child prodigy whose powers became too much, eventually causing her to split into Sabrina the cold-hearted gym leader and Sabrina the playful, powerful little girl. Ash then connects the dots and says, hey, if you know so much about Sabrina and you have this family picture, you must be, yes, I am her photographer. I'm done. This is all great, but I'm thinking, where the fuck is Haunter? And here he is, playing too damn much, damn near killing Team Rocket. Bro, not the time. After some pleading, he remembers the promise he made and agrees to help Ash. Ash returns for a third time where he finds Sabrina playing with Brock Doll and Misty Doll. Once again, Kadabra is sent out and Haunter is
nowhere to be found.
Haunter's that nigga in the group chat, bro. Unreliable, unserious, just here for banter and vibes. But when it's time for action, Houdini! Fucking Houdini! Luckily, Pikachu decided to grow a pair and battle for Ash. Kadabra is dusting him at first, but Pikachu lands the first bit of damage in the past 3 episodes.
Okay, Pikachu.
As my excitement rose, Sabrina dropped it off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, recover.
I said, honestly, bro, being a doll don't even sound bad. No bills, no responsibilities, no thoughts, just chilling. Then, fashionably late, who pulls up? But Haunter. Well, Sabrina's like, hey, 2v1 ain't fair. But then the running man pulls up like, technically, Haunter isn't battling, so it's not against the rules. And I see the biggest load of bullshit I done ever seen.
For
Haunter
real.
put on this weak ass clown show,
Another
making his
Mickey
eyes come out of
win.
his mouth and some other shit. And for the first time ever, apparently, Sabrina actually laughs, which releases the two-person curse or whatever. Wonderful. Love that for her. She's still winning that battle though. But since she's linked telepathically with Kadabra, as we saw in the first battle, Kadabra is now laughing on the floor like he's at the damn Dave Chappelle show. And because of this, Kadabra is
Ridiculous.
considered unable to battle, and Ash wins, earning the March match and returning everyone back to normal. I can say wholeheartedly, this was a 0 out of 10
Yep.
performance.
This is a
Didn't
Mickey win.
Couldn't
Yep.
have won. Surrendered twice.
Yeah.
Got his friends turned into dolls twice.
Yeah, Ash was not winning that because Ash was not winning. He was not beating that psychic type Pokemon. He was not beating Sabrina. Yeah, that was a Mickey win.
Took a comedy show from an uncaught Pokemon to win, and just overall, Mickey Mouse. We gotta add the shorts, ladies and gentlemen. So that one was stinky. Quite the opposite of the beautifully scented. So before his battle, Ash and them pull up to a perfume shop, and Ash immediately offends everyone inside by calling perfume a ripoff because it turns men to zombies. Shit, he ain't lying. He basically dissed the whole culture to the point where he was denied entry into Erica's gym because the gym doubles as the supplier for that perfume shop. So in a surprising twist of allegiance, Ash is forced to team up with Team Rocket to teach Ash the art of disguises. It's a win-win. Ash gets to sneak in to battle Erica,
Yep.
and Team Rocket needs to sneak in to get the secret ingredient of the perfume so that they can make millions. After they get into the gym, where Erica's hosting a class, we get a quick backstory of Gloom using a stinky defense mechanism to save Erica from a Grimer when she was young. Unprompted, reveals Ash's disguise. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, Pikachu wasn't
But
up.
Erica agrees to battle him anyways. It's a 3v3 battle beginning with Bulbasaur versus Tango. Bulbasaur gets diffed pretty quickly, and I'm like, brother, get that fucking Charmander out. It's like he listened, because that's exactly what he did. Charmander did his thing, because a quick flamethrower and Skull Bash dealt with the switch to Mewtwo. Erica then sends out Gloom, and I wish I was lying when I say this Gloom, without any instructions, just releases a putrid smell. Mind you, this is not a move, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, this is not a move, but it one-shots Charmander. If you play
How?
the Gen 1 games or the remakes, you know a fire type means barbecue chicken at Erica's gym. To let your best option go out like that is crazy. As Ash is pondering how to somehow get a win here, Team Rocket come in from the rafters and just commit arson, lighting the whole grass gym on fire. Oh my god, look at this. Pikachu, this isn't the time for gardening. After everyone escapes, Erica reveals that
Yo,
Gloom
Pikachu was
is
just
stuck
doing
in
anything
there.
at
Ash
this point.
volunteers to go in to save Gloom. At first, Gloom is so scared that it releases the stench, but after seeing Ash's persistence to save it, stops the smell, and we all know what it means.
Yep,
If Ash doesn't
a
act
Mickey
with kindness
win.
to save the gym. A free gym badge.
Yep.
Yeah, not gonna lie, he didn't win.
Yep.
He might have won, but throwing Charmander to a non-move, this gets a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Mickey Mouse is shit as well. We gotta add the gloves.
Yeah.
No firefighter though. Next up is, bro, this gym was just
Yeah, that
fucking
gym battle
boring.
was
But here's the
boring.
gist. Ash and them wander into a ninja lair with hella traps where they find this ninja warrior named Aya. She challenges Ash to a battle, and Bulbasaur dogs on her before a smoke bomb appears, revealing Koga, the gym leader who is Aya's older brother. After Brock unsuccessfully asks for Aya's hand in marriage, simping ass, Ash challenges
I give it
Koga
to
a
Brock.
gym
You gotta
battle.
shoot a
Indigo
shot.
and Venonat are sent out, and Venonat instantaneously evolves. Someone teach Ash that method because he needs it. Pidgeotto then
Nah,
gets shit on. and
was that an
Charmander
early? I think that was an early Pokemon thing, or Pokemon would just randomly evolved. I mean, I don't know. There's an early. I don't know. I probably just me. I feel like that was an early Pokemon thing, or Pokemon would just randomly evolve out of nowhere. Like no training or nothing, just randomly evolve. The Team Rocket,
I'm
yep.
not gonna lie, this shit is getting old. And I don't know how, but this just gotta be racist. Team Rocket do what they do best and execute a lame ass plan to steal all the Pokemon. And for some reason, we get some time dedicated to Psyduck's character development, where he saves the day finally after pissing Misty off for so long. Koga and Aya even start glazing, offering to trade their Venonats and Venomoths for it. Can't lie, I lost respect for them for that shit, bro. Ash and Koga run a quick one-on-one rematch of Charmander and Golbat. All it took was a couple flamethrowers, and bro was gone. And boom, that's the badge. Can't lie, he won fair and square.
Yeah.
Technically was losing the first time before it was interrupted, but still fully won. But damn, Koga was ass.
Yeah, he
Good
was
win,
terrible.
Pretty unimpressive. I'ma give him a 7. And Mickey gon' stay untouched. Can't lie, I need a gym battle to like ignite something in me. This one is way more interesting. So unlike the previous gyms, this one is located on an island. Cinnabar's been reduced from a trainer location to a tourist
best-
attraction.
by far,
So
this is the
game
best
struggles to
gym
find the
battle by
in the first
far.
place. And then in comes this hippie who seems to know a lot, but only gives advice and riddles. The gym stands alone, abandoned and bare. Trapping and napping is what happens in this lair. A bando! Misty, what the fuck do you know about some bando, Misty? And Goddamn, they ain't lying. Seems like the gym has been long retired. Saddened by the news, later in the night, everyone struggles to find somewhere to sleep since every place is booked with all these tourists. They even find a hotel that Gary rented out for himself and all his cheerleaders. Gary even taunts Ash by saying, hey, if you spin around 3 times fast and say I'm a little bitch, I might get a room for you. And look at Pikachu, bruh. Ash is like, Pikachu, if you don't lock the fuck in and have some damn shame. Ash then remembers that the hippie gave him a business card for his inn, but that it was in a riddle form too. Look to the swing and you might be in shock. My inn's up above where the Wi-Fi'd get blocked. And boom, top of the mountain. Good shit, Misty. After being given a free stay at the inn, the hippie and the gang get a phone call that the Pokemon lab's been robbed. They pull up and Pikachu does what he does best. Get these
of course, it's tee up.
Blasting off again. And as a reward for doing so, Blaine reveals that there's a secret gym for Ash to challenge. Hotter than the blocks is the spot for your next fight, filled with more fluid than your bitch last night. Blaine's getting too comfortable with these riddles, bruh. They all ponder over the riddle while chilling in some hot springs. Then Togepi, messing about, slams on a Gyarados head, which opens up a secret entrance. They go in to explore and they find
the volcano in the middle of the volcano.
The answer was volcano, and who was waiting for them but the hippie? Show me a granny to turn me to a eater. All along I've been Blaine, the fire type gym leader. Hello! Now that the jig is up, Ash and Blaine begin their 3-on-3 battle. We begin with Ninetales versus Squirtle, and the battle starts with Ninetales fire spinning and Squirtle using water gun. And I kid you not, Squirtle not only lost the beam clash, but also got smoked by Fire Spin. As a water type, you just gotta lock in, bro. And look at how he comes out of his shell. Yo!
That makes no sense.
Bro,
a water type losing to a fire type, that's crazy.
You know how this lazy ass lizard be, bruh. I looked at this ride on like, nigga, how about you ride on this dick?
Yeah,
flew out of the arena and took a nap.
Yeah, we all remember early Charizard was not listening to this man Ash. We all know how Charizard was in the early seasons of Pokemon. It took then it took an entire whole season for Charizard to start listening to Ash. I think at Orange Island, a whole season.
Yes. What is a Rhydon doing in a fire type gym anyways? Pikachu sent out next, and
true.
After struggling with some Thunderbolts, for obvious reasons, Ash eventually finds Rhydon's horn as a weak spot and aims for that instead for a critical hit. Blaine then sends out Magmar from not his Pokeball, but from the lava in the
Nah, that was cold. Nah, that
cold ass entrance, bro. The hose are
Nah, that entrance was cold.
Has no one deeped that if any of Ash's Pokemon get knocked out of the arena, they just straight up melt and die?
Yeah. Because the only person who's surviving is Charizard, he's a fire type. Nah, if any one of those guys dropped in there, they were gone. They were gone. Bye bye. GG's.
Where are the regulations? And right on cue, after some back and forth, Magmar hits Pikachu with a fire blast and leaves bro hanging for his damn life. Shit was so. Where are the regulations? And right on cue, after some back and forth, Magmar hits Pikachu with a fire blast and leaves bro hanging for his damn life.
GG's for Pikachu.
That Ash surrendered the battle. Shit, this is the first one I can't really blame, bro.
Yeah, I can't blame him. I can't.
Sent out a water type and his 2 strongest mons. A smooth game plan, but his shot just wasn't falling. Before he could challenge for a rematch, Team Rocket decided that Magmar is so different that they need to steal him instead. So they got the smart idea of trying to freeze him. But when that shit doesn't work, obviously, they start panicking and start shooting that shit willy-nilly. Like, look at them. What the fuck is you cooking?
Yo,
Chain reaction
early Pokemon, Team Rocket was so annoying.
Hella cracks and even an eruption. And look how Team Rocket steady caused all this mess just to bounce. This gotta be the weakest reason to blast off. They just leave behind a fucking eruption? I'm tight. So the lava starts to flow in and Blaine gets Magmar to try and block the crater. They're told only rock types and fire types will be able to withstand the heat. So Ash tries to get Charizard to help, but he just ain't going for it. He said, I'll move crack before I move rocks. Now let me take this nap. Magmar's failed efforts must have inspired bro or someone because he decided to pitch in a little bit eventually. And I can't lie, they started going crazy. Everyone starts to pitch in a little bit and they eventually close the gap. And Ash has the audacity to be like, hey, since I helped out, will I get a volcano badge now? Man, does this look like a damn charity? Fuck you mean can I get a volcano badge now? I'm supposed to reward you because you avoided death for all of us?
Thank you.
Right. Someone finally gets it. All of these handouts all season, no wonder Gary got 10 of them shits. Thankfully, Ash is granted a rematch instead for a one-on-one battle on top of the volcano. And Charizard actually wanted to smoke with Magmar, so he volunteered.
This fight was cool.
Thank God.
Nah, imagine they re-animate this fight
like, look how Charizard
with current day Pokemon animation.
Ain't doing that. Plus the ability to fly above the lava from pillar to pillar, and he a fire type. It's just good looks.
Yeah.
Shit ain't all sweet though, because after a Skull Bash, Magmar grabs Charizard and nosedives into the lava. If that was Pikachu, he'd be dead. I just convinced Charizard is finished or something, but look at him fly into the sky.
The GOAT.
Yeah. And look how shocked Blaine is, like he really wanted to kill bro. Charizard hits Magmar with a seismic toss, flying around the world, making bro dizzy before slamming him into the lava.
Nah, this was cold.
And that granted bro his win. I can't lie, this battle was beautiful. Completely overpowered. Badge wasn't handed to him, even though he did some acts of service. Charizard went crazy, even though he swam in some lava. My only knock is that it took 2 tries. I'll give this a strong 9 out of 10. And now it's time for the finale. The 8th and final gym badge, ladies and gentlemen. What?
Low key, you would think that that would have been the last gym battle, but no, it's this one.
Are we cooking for this one? As Ash is getting ready to enter the Viridian City gym, who else but Gary Oak shows up with his
Yep,
Ferrari and
of
his cheer
course.
squad and basically says, Ash, let me tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I already got 10 badges, but I'm so bored that I'm about to walk into this gym that you're about to face and beat it just cause I'm that dude. And then he cuts in front of him and walks in. Gary Oak walks in and is
Hey,
met with
those
none
sense,
other
but
than
it's
Giovanni
Gary.
for the 3v3 gym battle. Gary sends out Nido King and Arcanine to deal with Giovanni's goal.
I did. Yeah, this is when we first see
Gary starts to
Mewtwo
get cocky.
before the
Hey,
movie.
you're supposed to be the Pablo Escobar of this region. How the hell you losing this bad with your trash ass? And Giovanni responded to this in possibly the most gangster way possible. He stands up, ushered for a secret door to be opened, and reveals his third Pokemon to be released.
Mewtwo.
Unarmored Mewtwo. Mind you, no one knows what this thing is other than Giovanni. I covered this story in depth, but unfortunately it's no longer with us. But anyways,
Dang,
Mewtwo
got
obviously
copyright.
deals with all of Gary's Pokemon so dominantly that it leaves him whimpering. Yuck! Now I'm thinking, okay, how will this work for Ash? Because God knows he ain't beating no damn Mewtwo. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
he was not
maybe
beating
Pikachu put
Mewtwo.
some respect on him. Pikachu might be able to short circuit the suit. Shit, Hunter might have to leave the Chappelle show and get back in the lab. But all those tactics ain't mean shit. Cause conveniently, Giovanni got an emergency call and somehow needs Mewtwo to deal with it. What could the third have been? Thanos? So who does he leave behind to hold down the gym for Ash's
Team
battle?
Rocket.
Protect the world from devastation.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hell nah, bro. Y'all bullshitting. Y'all done let the worst guards of all time protect the Earth badge. What is this? Ash is already 50-0 against these idiots. They don't even know what they're doing. Sending out all 3 Pokemon at once. Look at them trying to be slick too by connecting damage from the battle to an electrical shock system.
Yeah.
These dumbasses did it on both sides. Look! And as soon as Ash gets the upper hand, they send out 2 more of their own Pokemon. This is a 5v3 now. And Ash
This is
still
not
loves
even a
them so
Pokemon
bad that
battle.
They blast off and drop the badge. Oh my god, bro. I don't even know what to give this sad excuse of a gym battle. No Giovanni, no Mewtwo, no
Yeah, to be fair, Ash was not beating a Mewtwo. Let's be honest. No, none of Ash Pokemon was going to beat a Mewtwo.
Sauce.
Yeah,
no
you can say this is
Frick. They
Mickey.
won a 5v3,
Yeah, he did win in Fighter 3.
but it was Team Rock.
Yeah, but Ash was not beating a Mewtwo. Let's be honest. He was not beating a Mewtwo anytime soon.
You know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. As for Mickey, hell yes, it was Mickey Mouse. Both ears, brother. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yes, bro, that's me. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Every Ash's gym battle performance rated. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment down below with your thoughts or vote on the community poll on what you want to see next. Thank y'all for watching. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Ash was not. But W video, by the way. W video by Weezy. But let's be honest. Johto League, Ash. Man was getting Mickey wins. Man was getting Mickey wins. Like the only 2 he actually won was against was Surge and the Fire guy. That was it. Yeah, early Ash, they were just getting Mickey wins. But overall, W video. If you made it this far into the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below. I don't know. I guess your favorite Pokemon season or favorite Pokemon, I guess, or favorite Pokemon character. Without further ado, I see you guys in the next video. Bye.